Hi Crafty creators! Welcome back to Flosstube! As always, you guys are such genuine gems for joining me today. Thank you so much for coming along. A big welcome back to all of my returning subscribers and viewers. You guys absolutely make my day and warm my heart every time you drop a cheeky little like or leave a comment downstairs so that we can have a chat. It really is my favorite thing. It just makes me so happy. And a big hi, hello, how are you to everyone that might be new and have just found us. I'm so glad that you're here today. I hope you like what you've seen so far and you found a reason to stay and hang out. My name is Miss Chloe and this is my little corner of the internet where I get to share my crafting journey with you guys. Today it is just a normal update kind of day. We have started September, which means I have a big pile of things because I had a birthday start and then a sale started and then I worked on a couple of older things that you've seen before. But I am so keen to get into this one and show you what I'm doing today. So right on top, I have my 2 new starts. One's a new cell, and I'm so excited about it, you guys. Look how cute this thing is. Here is your close-up because this is a teeny tiny baby stitch right now. This is currently at 60% of the first release. Say hello to the Study of Skulls. This is from the Stitch Crypt over on Instagram, and I think that their work is really cool. I've been looking at them for a while and not been able to pick which pattern to buy, so this really fixed that problem for me because Stitch Crypt said, hey, I'm doing a mystery sale. It's called Study of Skulls. Who wants to play? And I went, me, pick me, I volunteer as tribute, let's go! I think I had everything bookmarked within 5 seconds of them announcing that they were going to do this stitch along. And then, like a crazy person, I decided it looked really cute over one. But my perfect fabric is Poseidon from Crafty Leanie. And it's 32 count. You guys, the bad idea bears got in my brain and the bad idea bears won. They won. So I am doing this over one on a 32 count even weave. It is opalescent, which makes it even more fun because shreddy everybody. If you've used opalescent like woven in fabric before, you'll know what I'm talking about. This stuff shreds your floss, so you have to use shorter lengths, which is good because I'm more conservative about what I stitch, but also I don't like loading and unloading needles and cutting lengths. I just like doing the stitchy stitch, not the loady load. Yucky. But I'm really enjoying this one. I am just over 60% of the way done with this release, this very first release. The reason this particular needle minder is on here from Ginger Stitch is because the stitch is the same height as the minder right now. They are the same. And it's just so sweet. I really love how this plant's come out already. We have 2 weeks to do this one. So the next release will actually come out while I'm over in Sydney traveling for the JK's retreat. And I'm so keen. Thank God we live in a world of technology where I can just download it on the hotel Wi-Fi, right? Because I am going to be downloading it to see what the next part is. I may not start it, the next part of the release at JK's, because it is very small and I need very strong light to do it. So we'll see how we go with the light setup at JK's. I do have one of those little neck lamps to take with me just in case, but it's just so cute. It's so cute and little, you guys. I love it so much already. So over here, we've obviously got a skull coming in because it is the Study of Skulls. I don't think you can have a release without one now. So we've done the plant half and then we're doing the skull half. And I'm pretty keen to do it. I have done the top of this little dome and I put in his eye socket and his nose. But I obviously need to do the bottom half of his head and then he is done and he's got to sit here and wait. So like I said, we will get the update in, it's been a week now, so in about another week we'll have the update. And then by next video, hopefully I will have 2 parts stitched to share with you guys. but I'm absolutely loving it. This is my first Stitch Crypt design. Can you guys please let me know if you're joining me on this new stitch along, because I would love to have some buddies to compare to and see what kind of stuff that you've come up with, which fabrics you've chosen, what kind of colors you're gonna do, all of that sort of stuff. I love seeing all of the little tweaks and personalities that come out in everyone's stitch. So do let me know if you're stitching this. Feel free to reach out and DM me on Instagram or message me on Facebook. You know, I'm always up for a chat. I'm always here for that. So good. So good. But yeah, that's him. So in the next 2 weeks, hopefully I will be up to date on the stitch along so that I can film and show you guys exactly what it's gonna look like. Next up, we have my birthday start, which of course came through for September 1st, which was a Sunday. This is Unfortunate Souls, and this is by Forbidden Fiber Co. This one came as a kit. This is my first Forbidden Fiber kit, you guys. I am so keen. So I haven't worked on this since my birthday. It was just the start, but I rocked through a good amount of it, and I got most of the second word done, so I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. I really like how this is coming up. Everything is done as called for on the provided crafting items from Forbidden Fiber, so I absolutely love that. This came as a full kit. It is the first one I've ever gotten, and I already want to buy more. It's so sweet. I love that we got the hand-dyed Lugana. This one is a 28 count, and it is called Love Potion. We got all of the flosses to do everything, so nothing was left to chance. And we got a really cute little needle minder with Ursie's face on it. I love her so much. Of all the things for me not to have a minder of yet, Ursula is one of them. So now I have it. We also, of course, got a project bag, which I'd show you because you guys, look at this. I now have 2 Ursula project bags, and you better believe they travel together. But this is the one that came with our kit, which is really sweet. And it came with a little beaded dangle as well, so that you could open it really easily. But I am absolutely in love with this. This is stitching up like a dream. Like a dream. I never used to be into stitching words. I was always kind of like, well, if I want to have words, I'd just write them. But it's so satisfying to get the letters in the perfect shape. It's so satisfying. So I have completely flipped my tune since, you know, growing up from baby stitcher to now. And I am more than happy to fully stitch them. I think it's totally worth it. I like that they have a bit of chunk to them. This particular piece itself here is 28 count, and it is 2/2, so 2 threads, 2 squares. And that is how it was written, how it was called for. So I am trying my best to stick to this one and do it as instructed, because it is the very first one, though I do have a light purple Ada that I thought about swapping this for that was 18 count. That would have just been absolutely gorgeous. But in the end, I decided I should probably do my very first one all as intended by Forbidden Fiber. And I'm really happy I did. Using this fabric has been absolutely marvelous. It doesn't catch or snag. It's just really nice to work with. Really nice. So I am a good chunk of the way through this one already. Like I said, I did spend a whole day on it, and I was so lucky. So I started this one at the library with all of my friends for my birthday. So many of you guys still turned up, even though it was Father's Day, and you hung out with me, and we had a little bit of a cheese plate because Beck spoils us. And so many of you guys got me cards, and there was coffee. It was all my favorite things, So I was really happy to start this with you guys and just feel the absolute love that came from all of you. Thank you so much for being there. You guys are amazing. In the next couple weeks, I'm hoping to finish the word unfortunate, because right now it says unforp, and I don't know what that means. So I feel like I need to finish the word, and maybe start the word souls down the bottom. And then over here we've got big Ursula tentacles that come up, and over here we've got a mermaid's tail, and we've got some little shells that go across the top. My friend Mel is also stitching this one. She joined me for my birthday start. Hi, Mel! She's really cool. She's Mel Rouvray over on Instagram. Go check her out. Give her some love. Her stitching is gorgeous. She is actually the person that turned me on to this kit and told me it was coming out and that I might very much need it. And I actually bought it on the video call that she told me about it on. I was just like, whoop, I'm there, zoop, zoop, bye money, bye, didn't need, bye. Bye money, send me stitches supplies, hello, love it. But yeah, she told me about this kit and I immediately bought it on the same video call. I was just like, I gotta get this now. So I got on it straight away and it arrived 3 days before my birthday. So I opened it and then I sat here staring at it for 3 days. 3 days, you guys, it was torture, absolute torture. I know a couple of my other friends have also got it. Jamie's got it, and a few other of you guys too. So I can't wait to see you stitch it and see if you're stitching it on the called for or if you've made your own little changes. It's always so much fun to see what people do. So I can't wait to see how it comes out. But yeah, so I'm hoping to get the words in on this one and just shimmy it along a bit. I think this will be a good piece to take to retreat. There's not a lot of colors in it. There's all the floss and stuff in the bag already, so it's all kitted up, it's beautiful, it's ready to travel. So I think I might just have to slip this one on into the bag and take it with me. The next piece I have to share with you today is one that I've worked on just a little bit, but it is one of my goal pieces to get done before the end of next year. It's Angela's Afghan! Hi Angela, hi Glenn! I have been working away on this little beaver. I have filled in quite a bit of the down row here and also up here. He still looks like a bird. Hopefully next time I bring him out, he will actually look like a beaver. But this is the Forest Friends Afghan from Stony Creek. And it is from the 1994 magazines. So I am working with the giant magazines held onto my piece, which is a bit of a challenge, but I'm getting there. I have made some photocopies, you guys. I did listen. Thank you so much for all the suggestions and all of the help. And a huge shout out to my friend Liz, who thinks she can help me wrangle these into Pattern Keeper. So I do have to go scan those at work this week and put them into my computer so that it's not just a dodgy phone photo, because those don't look good. Those don't look good, girl, no. But I am working away on this one. This one I'm trying to do in between all my other projects and just do a little bit every week. So I'm hoping to put in around 500 stitches on it a week and just sort of really work away at each panel and try and get it done. I am also attempting to do that thing where you do all the stitching and then do all the back stitch at the end. I don't know if that will hold up. Because I've never stitched like that before, with the exception of the Queen. But we're giving it a go. And I figure if I get the beaver done and I don't like doing the back stitch at the end, which, let's be real, I probably won't, because backstitch is not my friend. I'm not a huge fan. I can do the next ones as I go, which will be fine. It's nothing to worry about. But I am working away on him. At the moment, this is the color I'm working on, so I have a tendency to pop the bobbin in between the two minders here. They are the same minder. I won one and I was gifted one, and they're just perfect. They both say coffee. They're really cute. And I try and keep it on here so that I know what color I'm up to. Angela was lovely enough to provide all of the cottons with this one so that I could just pick them up and work out of the bucket. I don't have to worry about going through my master thread stash to try and find them or kit up the project, which is really nice. So this one is everywhere, but it is really long. As you can see, it's actually twisted up at the bottom here to stop it from going on the floor while I'm filming. So it's just sitting on my knee at the moment, which means it's not so good for travel. So it is an at-home day project. I think I'm also going to make this my rainy day project. So some of you guys are familiar with rainy day projects, some of you aren't. So what that means is every time it rains or every time it's forecast to rain, you take it out and you put in a dedicated number of stitches. So I think I'm going to do that as well as trying to have my weekly goals on it, just to try and get it moving just a little bit quicker so that I can catch it up. But I'm really happy with what I've done so far. This bottom section is becoming really defined and you can really start to see the little shapes. So we've got the flowers in here and all of the grass around them is coming out, and we've got this little rock that our beaver is standing on. So I'm really happy with where this is up to, and I'm hoping to get a little bit more done before our next video update. Our next project is a firm favorite. Every time I bring her out, you guys always have something nice to say. Look at our dark queen, you guys. Here's your close-up. Here you go. Here we go. Look how far she's come, you guys. I smashed this 2-week goal. I am so happy. So if you were here last time, you remember we wanted to put in the big yellow flower because it was super pretty. And look who put in that big yellow flower. This guy. I am so happy. I am so happy. You guys. Not only did I put in the big yellow flower, but I finished the branch that is connected to the big yellow flower. I finished the little red toadstooly things that are connected. And I started the queen's feet. I started her feet, you guys, look. Look at all this stitching. I'm so happy. I definitely hulked out on her for a little while, and I'm so pleased with how she's coming along. I just got really lucky. I got a good few weeks where I had like no headaches, no bad days, no lack of sleep, and my eyes were just like, yes, let's do this. Let's do this. So of course we did this. We did this. This is another opalescent, so it has the shredder problem. This is another 32 count, but unlike Study Your Skulls, this gal is a 2-2. So she's 2 threads over 2 bits of linen, and I am so glad that she is. So glad that she is, because she's coming up so beautifully, and she's just so pretty. I cannot wait to get her feet finished now, because then I can roll on up. I really want to roll up. I want to work on her face. I want to put in her shoulders. I want to give her arms, and I just want to get her finished now. I'm getting very obsessed with this piece. This piece has taught me a lot. It taught me a little bit of couching in the 1 bit of backstitch that was released up here in the pink petals. And I'm sure that there is more backstitch to go, but I think that's part 12. So I have to hold off and I have to wait for that one because it wasn't released on time, and we want to stitch as intended as much as possible, even if it's not in time with everybody else. But I am absolutely loving this one, and I'm so happy with the progress that I've made. I managed to stick her into a lot of prompts for a lot of my challenge stitching in the last week. So she grew kind of exponentially overnight, but I'm so pleased that I stuck with it. And I not only hit my goal, but I started the following fortnight's goal, which is now also almost finished. You guys, I'm gonna get this done. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna catch up, and it's gonna be nice. And by catch up, I mean finish, because everyone else is done. Everyone else is done, aren't you? That's okay though. This one just wants to hang out with me, and that's fine because she's beautiful and I love her. She's welcome to hang around as much as she wants. But I would like to get her done, and I would like to get her up and on the wall, and I would like to get her a pride of place. So this, of course, being the Dark Queen of the Earth, is part of a set that Autumn Lane Stitchery has designed and started releasing. So the first one was the Dark Queen of the Sea, who we do not have yet because I didn't know about her when that stitch along was happening until the last few months, I believe, which is why when the plants were announced, I bought her. Straight away, they went, it's gonna be earth and plants and fun things. And I was like, please just take my money. Here, take it, all of it, it's yours. I signed up really quickly. I was stitching this one with a couple of friends. Both of my friends that I started this with have finished now, hence being behind. But we're not mad at it. It's okay. It is what it is. You know, the small weave on this fella and the opalescent was just a lot. A lot paired with a chunky release every month. But it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, and it's still a lot of fun to look back and see how my friends did theirs. I have them quick saved so that I can reference things just in case, and see what little changes have been made and things like that, and think about what I'm doing. So there is a brown skin version and a green skin version. I am obviously doing the brown skin version because I got green fabric, and I think that that's going to pop really nicely for me. There is also a mysterious orb version where you can do big orbs instead of the flowers, and some of those just look so nice, you guys. And it took me a long time to pick, but I really wanted the flower that went here. So I still haven't decided if I'm gonna do all flowers or if I'm gonna do 2 flowers and an orb. I'm not really sure. But if you have suggestions, I would love to hear them. I would love to hear them because I'm always keen for your input. I'm really bad at decisions on my own. But yeah, that's where she's up to. That's where she's up to, and I hope to get some more done on her. Okay, the final thing that I have worked on and can show to you is, of course, my final cell that I am working on that you guys know and expect to see by now. The Deadly Aquarium! Here she is. Isn't she pretty? And look, you guys, I did my columns! I did it. I did it. Here's a close-up for you. Go enjoy. Enjoy those columns. They are going for days. Enjoy those columns. They go for days. Days. So I managed to get this one up to a cool 80%. So there's 20% left. And in that 20%, I've got the entire Don't Touch pool, our big crocodile, and of course, our giant kelp and the end of our jellyfish, plus a whole bunch of back stitching on the jellyfish round because I have not finished stitching them yet. But I did manage to get the columns done. I got the jellyfish started. I did half of a starfish, and I did 2 of the 3 signs, you guys. I did so much. I did Hulk out in the last 2 days. I did 900 stitches on her because I just wanted to finish the columns. I didn't feel like that was too much to ask of myself. So while I felt like it was okay, I went and got it done. Because it needed doing. Did I make the right choice? Heck yes. I'm so happy that I did it. And now I don't have to stitch any more thick boy columns. And it's so close to being finished. It's so close. 20%, I can see you on the horizon. To keep my mojo going because the sale is over and there's no more mystery what's gonna come out next week happening in my head to try and catch me up. I have put this through for Fandom Stitching Central's Sales and Samplers September, which is a challenge where you get to pick either one sale or one sampler or both, and you get to work on it until it's complete. And I am so keen because this is the motivation I need, because otherwise this would be like the Dark Queen. I'd be like, well, other people are finished and it's over. So you can go on the shelf and I'll work on something else. But no. Chloe did a smart. Chloe signed up for Sales and Samplers. This is the sale for Sales and Samplers for me. So every 100 stitches is a point. And I am working my little butt off this month to try and get it finished because there's a good number of points still available in here. I know you can count backstitch, but I probably won't because counting by halves is just no thanks. I'm just gonna do it as I go and hope for the best. So I count my full stitches. So like I said, there is the giant kelp to finish in here. I think there's a seagull that doesn't have eyes up there, so I do have to put eyes on the seagull, but it's only like 2 stitches, so whatever. It'll be fine. I've got all of the Don't Touch pool down here, which is actually quite big. There's a little balloon octopus baby on the sign, and then obviously our starfish who's been started, and a couple of other bits in here. And then this half will be done. And then I've got 3 little jellies to do here, and these 3 to finish. And these little blue dots are their own creature. So I have to finish putting in their little leggies, and then they'll be done. And then I've got our big crocodile, and he lives in the corner over here. But he looks like he's going to be pretty solid stitching. So I should be able to get him in fairly easily. And then he's got one of these little signs as well. I can't remember what it says, but it's about here, and it's going to be really, really cool. And then the aquarium will be done. We did get a surprise release as well called Reef Buddies that came out, and it's a clownfish or 2 with a little anemone. So if I finish that, I'm going to reward myself with that one because that's going to be really sweet. I will have to get some fabric for it, but I have some in mind, so I might be able to go stash diving, which will be fun. Always fun to stash dive. This, of course, is the Deadly Aquarium by Lola Crow Cross Stitch. Lola Crow has done a phenomenal job in the designs. I love that all the creatures actually look like proper ones. If you Google them, they look the same. It's so perfect. It's so perfect. I love it so much. The work that Lola Crow puts into the designs is always phenomenal, and they're such a good time to stitch. So I'm really happy that I'm going to get this one done. This one, of course, is stitched 2/2. This is a 32 count even weave from Soldal, Australia, and it is fittingly called Ocean. So I can't wait to get this one finished, and then I can frame it and pop it up with the greenhouse. Once I FFO the two of them, I am thinking of having them on the wall together, one hung above the other, so that it just sort of falls really nicely. And I already cannot wait to hear what next year's stitch along is going to be from Lola Crow. I am so excited. I love these pieces so much. She has fast become one of my favorite designers. I just think that their work is fantastic. So plans, evil plans for the next 2 weeks of things that I can show you and talk to you about right now. Because there is one other project that I've worked on, but I can't show you because it's my name badge for camp. It's my name badge for camp, you guys. I started it. I did it. It's not finished. And it's not even at 50%, but I designed it and I started it, and that's a big thing for me. I didn't think it was going to happen until like the night before. So I'm much more organized now than I thought I was, which is great. I have a design. It's got a bunch of cute stuff on it. Thank you so much for all of your suggestions. I am definitely doing green. No surprise there at all. At all. And I have listened and taken your feedback on board, and there's some cute little things that are going on the tag. I can't wait to show it to you. I should be able to show it to you next video. Very keen, very keen. It's so much fun. It's been very stressful though. I never knew that writing your own name could be this stressful, you guys. Working out a font, making the font look right, picking colors, stitching your own name. Not a fan. I'm going to keep this badge forever, I think, just in case I have to have one for something else. Just in case. But if anyone else is going to retreat, how are you going? Have you started your badge yet? Are you organized? Are you laughing at me? Or are you joining me in the frantic week stitch? Because it's about a week until we go now. So we got to get to it. We got to jump to it and get there. But my plans are obviously to finish the name badge because that's required next week. Very required. So finish my name badge, try and get a good chunk more done on our aquarium. For the other half of Sales and Samplers September, I am going to be working on the scary sampler. This guy, you guys, because it's a sampler, and I had forgotten it was until Liz said, Chloe, you do have a sampler. You have the scary sampler. And I was like, oh yeah. My brain just was not working. But super glad. So that one's going to get a fair chunk of work done on it this month, which is really good. This one I did start with my friend Amy, and we were supposed to do it for 5 days every month on the 13th. And then we lost track of everything and life happened and we just kind of fell off the bandwagon. So mine is now very behind to what it should be. So I'm going to get it going this month with the sampler half of Sales and Samplers from Fandom. Thanks, Sean. You're keeping me motivated, girl. Keeping me motivated. Which is really good because I needed a good push to do things. So we're hoping to get that one done. I want to work on Angela's Afghan for a bit because it's really sweet, you guys. The animals are just so cute. So cute. So I can't wait to get back into that one. I'd like to get the feet done on the Queen. I think that's very achievable. It's not a huge amount. And once I do finish the aquarium, the Queen is my plan to replace the aquarium on Sales and Samplers for September, because that will keep me going with her and she will get a lot of work done on her. And of course, I'd like to get caught up on our new cell, which is from the Stitch Crypt. It was the study of skulls. and I would like to get the words done on Poor Unfortunate Souls. So lofty goals for 2 weeks. That's a lot of stitching, and I'm working full time still. So we'll see how we do. We'll see how we do. But for right now, that's what I'm hoping to achieve. So everyone keep your fingers crossed that I just have a really, really good 2 weeks and I get lots of stitching time in so I can get it done and come see you with, you know, good results. Good results. Even if I get half of my goals done this week, I would be completely happy with that. It's not too insane. I think half would be manageable, but you know, shoot for the moon, you'll land in the stars, right? So even if I only get halfway there, I'll still be pretty happy. But for now, that's everything from me. So I am going to sign off and go work on my name badge for a little bit and jump between that and my scary sampler so that I can get that one up to date for our next video. Until next time, you guys, you stay safe, you be happy, and you craft something beautiful. I'll see you in 2 weeks, crafty creators. Bye!